get the laptop set up and everything. Give me a sec. Give me a minute while I think. There's 3 minutes till the game kicks off. Order a minute in the game. Let me get the game on.
The Cheltenham Festival is well underway. National Hunt Racing's biggest week, and there's nobody here to see it. But here at Paddy Power, we still want you to feel like a favourite, with tips and insights from our pundits like Ruby Walsh and even Peter Crouch. Hello. And our completely free £5 bet on the 120 tomorrow at Cheltenham. Feel like a favourite. Take the banner and log into
It's about to start.
£5 bet on the first
So
race
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna do this until
£1 free bet per customer. Min £5 deposit. T's and C's apply. 18 plus begambleaware.org.
You love listening to your favourite artists, and we love listening to you. So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favourite artists ad-free. Sound good? Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
I even did it for the thing up at Atlanta. Atlanta. can't get the thing up. Hold on. Maybe I'm on this line. I can't get out. I literally can't get up.
This is the opportunity. Look at the run from Gosens. The cross. Don't know why he was falling back and put your foot through it. What an opportunity. Or open your body up and side foot into that far corner.
10 goals this season as well as Robin Gosens. Poldy was playing it wide there, wearing the captain's armband. Mailer joining in on the far side. He's just arrived in the last window from Genk, where he played 6 games in the Champions League for the Belgian side earlier on this season. It's getting around.
And you got a sniper.
What?
As well, the coach is an honorary citizen these days of Bergamo, and well deserved as well for his exploits in charge of this team, who have captured the imagination, I think, of fans around Europe. Gosens to play it forward. They're an attacking side as well, an exciting team. Joint top scorers alongside the leaders Inter in Serie A. Tells you something. Varane with the clearance.
Yeah, for Real Madrid. Good to see Benzema back. Was it 69 Champions League goals? Having another good season. Listening to Maka and Michael talking about him before the game. Scoring more goals in this Madrid side without Ronaldo being there. Fantastic centre forward.
It's a stuttering start from Real Madrid here, trying to get that through to Muriel, who's going so well this season with a hatful of goals in Italy. Malinowski playing it in, and they're going for it to get that way in the shape of Varane.
They're committing men forward though, Ian. There was 4 Atalanta shirts in the box on that cross.
Right. The aggregate is 1-0 to Real Madrid.
Side.
Forward. I'll be back. I need to go get a drink. Oh, my
Attacked
God.
by De Roen. Former Middlesbrough player, was relegated in his time in the Premier League, but in fairness, he looks a different kind of player when you see him these days. Toni Kroos. Real Madrid were knocked out at this stage by Manchester City last season, beaten 2-1 home and away. And the year before that, they were in a very similar situation to this. They were playing Ajax. They'd won 2-1 away from home and then messed it up at home by 4-1. So that's recently a little demon to just worry Real Madrid
I've got
supporters.
to drink it.
Mela to play this one wide.
Pinterest. Who cares? 2 years.
Had a chance to develop the attack down that right hand side, not really taken.
Looks a very windy night in Madrid. Ian, this evening, the Courtois on his left foot. Ball going straight to the goalkeeper.
Pacina sitting deep in that midfield in the number 32 shirt. It's Malinowski again. First chance for him to start tonight. He's an attacking midfield player. Likes to runs beyond the striker. Looking for a free kick on the edge of the box, which they're not going to get there. Vinicius Junior was the player who went down.
It was a game of very few chances, that first leg. Ian, you know, it was this goal, wasn't it, from distance from Mendy, but there were lots of long range shots in that first game. I think there'll be more opportunities for both sides tonight.
Given away there by Atalanta and picked up by Benzema. Is Valverde, who's just recently back from injury. They've had a very long injury list at Real Madrid, so they haven't got their full complement of substitutes named tonight.
You actually. Oh, Real Madrid, Modric. Varane. Oh yes, thank you. About.
Don't make a mess.
Why not? Boy. Yeah. I'll get the Man City game on as well.
With the wind, you know, it was a foul from Toloi, wasn't it? Not given by the referee. He was in a good position.
Just a bit. I think the official decided he just went down a bit too theatrically.
At the Man City game, there was a corner
Wasn't it?
to one
And the
Jabalek.
header is Gosens, who
And
had that
Magic
early
League.
chance for Atalanta. Both teams have been in pretty good form since the first leg. Real Madrid have scored in their last 12 matches, so they will expect to add to the one they got in the first leg here. Vinicius Junior holding it up. Here's Kroos. So much know-how everywhere you look in this Real Madrid side. Lucas Vazquez was trying to spin in behind there. Pasalic got a couple of goals at the weekend. Didn't start the first
Mazzy.
game, but he's in for this one.
Oh!
They're aggressive, Atalanta, Ian, when they haven't got the ball. Trying to play on the front foot. It's been a good start, 10 minutes. Big chance for Gosens. Real Madrid haven't threatened at all. Sportiello's goal yet, I'm sure. They will have chances.
Good pressure on the ball there from Real Madrid, making sure they couldn't develop that attack any further with Jim City down that side. Was handy, wasn't it? Jim City could be in action against England because there is a World Cup qualifier, England-Albania, on the horizon now. Modric. It was interesting to hear Steve McManaman talking in the studio before the game, saying how big the inquest would be if Real Madrid did manage to mess this up somehow. It's unthinkable.
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock we'll be doing some
Expectation
fortnight of the new
always
season.
are huge.
And then
The
7 o'clock
13
till
times winners of the
7:30.
competition.
No, sorry. No. Oh, wait, yeah. 7 o'clock till 7:30. We'll be doing
Just back from an injury, but he has
the
got 7 goals
doing some
in his
NBA.
last 7 appearances. Late equaliser
Then
against
at
the leaders
7:55 we'll be
Atletico in
doing
the recent derby. 2 at the weekend against Elche, including a 91st minute
Atletico
winner.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Real Madrid were losing that game 1-0.
And on Thursday
Covered
we're
on
doing a
BT
robot,
Sport score.
which I think is
The late goals you say from Benzema.
Muriel towards Pasalic. Sergio Ramos just getting a toe in vitally.
Good defending. No, didn't commit.
Yeah, I wonder
Went
what
with a
Arsenal,
runner.
AC Milan, United.
Got his
Oh!
left foot to the ball.
Man City going up 1-0. 13 minutes
Massive
to
play
go.
for Real Madrid. Not only his defending, his goals from set pieces.
Oh, what a goal.
He only had an hour at the weekend, so there will be still a little bit of rust as this one is played in and out by Ramos. De Rowen's long speculative ball, hoping to get Toloi in behind. He wants a free kick, and it looks like he's going to get it too.
Thursday we'll take the day off. Saturday.
Yeah, it's silly from Mendy. No need to try and win the ball there. Wrong side. Toloi just using his body. He's got opportunity now for Atalanta to put a ball into the box.
In the other game tonight, Manchester City are already a goal ahead to make it 3-0 on aggregate. Kevin De Bruyne, who was rested at the weekend against Fulham, has got that goal.
Wait, really?
Still moving a bit uneasily.
Wait, why was
Rafael Toloi.
De Bruyne arrested?
Look at all those blue and black shirts in there. Blockage. Real Madrid doing a good job at the back there. It's quite a bold start, this, from Atalanta. You would have expected it, though. Pasalic holding it up pretty well. Then Gosens to play it inside. Malinovsky. Look for those two, Pasalic and Malinovsky, to break either side of Muriel. Gosens looking to get a ball in behind. There it came off Lucas Vazquez. It'll be another corner for the Italian side. Would have been spectacular had Romero managed to make contact. Jim City, who tried his luck.
What's that?
Yeah, from that previous free kick, Jim City got
Who you
free.
got?
This occasion,
What's up,
gets the
Austin? What
shot.
do you mean, who you got?
I think Varane, who's marking Jim City. Two
What do you mean?
occasions though,
Who you got?
he's been free.
You often see this, don't you? A team with a lead going into a second leg, never quite sure how to play it. And that looks to be the way of it with Real Madrid at the moment.
Yes, been a good start though from Atalanta on the front foot. That big opportunity, wasn't it, for Gosens, as you said, Ian?
Put away by the former
Oh!
Chelsea goalkeeper.
So-
Courtois.
For Real Madrid, I think
Malinovsky trying to thread his way
Atalanta.
through. The danger for Atalanta
I think it will
is
be
that
Real
if they
Madrid.
go too gung-ho in trying to go for Real Madrid's
For
throat,
City
they will be
versus
punished clinically in
thingy,
some break or another.
Abruzzo, I think it'll be Man City. Because they're 1-0 up right now.
Could easily happen. Here's Lucas Vazquez.
Yeah, anything can happen in the Champions League. I was commentating with Darren on Juventus v Porto, Ian. Incredible scenes it was. I wonder if we'll be in for a night like that tonight, Ian.
Yeah, I was watching that game. It was certainly thrilling. Lucas Vazquez won the ball cleanly in and out. Benzema to pick it up.
Right, we'll get another shot.
Boy was clearly over that knock. Vinicius Junior. Real Madrid currently third in La Liga. Barcelona just leaking ahead of them. Another goal for Lionel Messi last night. On the
And securing a quarter-final place with the minute.
Oh. It did something.
yeah, Valverde lays
Going
it
back
back.
to the start. Oh,
Kroos tried the volley.
Someone
Good technique, wasn't it?
scored, but I'm not there yet.
They defended ever so well.
As you can see,
In the first leg, Atalanta, they were blocking shots
Man
like
City,
they just they're doing
Foden.
tonight. On one occasion,
Gundogan,
somebody did
Gundogan.
get to Mendy quick enough.
good goal.
Filled it in the far
Good
corner with his
goal.
right foot. Good finish. But it was Real Madrid were limited to shots from distance. The one that got past that block ended up in the back of the net.
They do have a clinical finisher out there, though, don't they, now in Karim
2-0
Benzema.
Man City.
Slightly awkward for Courtois.
Very good
Punching
press.
The modern
Yeah.
way. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Very good press.
Has title wins in Spain with both Atletico and Real Madrid, which is a bit unusual. In fact, he's the first player since 1954 to achieve that. Shimsiti. Good pressure on the ball from Real Madrid, and they can maybe break here. Vinicius Junior to Benzema. Mendy's joining in. Benzema. Great challenge. Very quickly across Romero. He's so fast across the ground. Excellent recovery speed, and that's been quite vital at times for Atalanta, who just
I could go with Man City right
prowess
now. It's
can look a
4-0.
little
4-0.
less impressive at the back on occasion.
Better from Real Madrid though. Sharper movement, more dynamic, better passing.
Manchester City have scored again against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Okay, Gundogan having such a great season. He's made it 2-0 on the night and 4-0 on aggregate. So I think we can take it as read that Manchester City are on their way to the quarter-finals. Pasalic to knock it back to De Rohan. Kroos, Benzema. It's a loose ball, just about recovered by Mela. Having to fly the flag a bit, aren't they, for Italy here? Atalanta, after what happened to Juventus.
You know, AC Milan in the Europa League, I'm very impressed with them, weren't we? And against Manchester United, That's the second leg to come on Thursday.
Yeah, that would be interesting, more than interesting. Muriel trying his luck from range. He's got 16 goals in Serie A, Luis Muriel. Third in the scoring charts. This is the run by Vinicius Junior. Well stood up, wasn't he, to the back post. Away by Romero. Atalanta will expect, I think, the way things have been going for them on their travels, to get an away goal somewhere or other along the way tonight. They have won their 3 away games in the group.
They've scored 82 goals in all competitions as well this season, Atalanta, Ian.
That is really impressive, isn't it? Just the one big chance for Real Madrid, clinging to their 1-goal lead in the tie, but it's certainly nothing they can relax about. Not yet. Mendy. The successor, really, to Marcelo, who is on the bench tonight, but has had numerous muscular injuries in more recent times. Kroos, what a good ball that is. Nacho to pick it up. He's getting a run in the side. Nacho winning that ball there as well. Kroos measured to perfection. The next ball wasn't, with Benzema waiting and hoping he could latch onto that. Lucas Vázquez Romero's challenge was hard but fair. Referee was only 2 yards away.
Great tackle, very aggressive, isn't he? Ian is defending Romero. He's in the one on Benzema earlier. Good block there. No messing about.
He's got 12 yellow cards this season. Tough, rugged Argentinian defender. One more yellow card tonight, though he would be banned from whatever the next European game is for Atalanta.
Trip, wasn't it, from Modric? There's the tackle, fantastic tackle.
Chelsea against Atletico Madrid. Chelsea won up from the first leg. 7 o'clock, BT Sport 2 HD and Ultimate. Tomorrow night we'll have Bayern Munich against Lazio as well on 3 HD, and Europa League from 5:30 on Thursday, featuring that game that you were talking about, Robbie, as Manchester United go to Milan with the score at 1-1. Certainly work to do for them after that last-minute equaliser at Old Trafford. All that's on Thursday, Europa League.
Yeah, big week for Manchester United, isn't it? AC Milan, FA Cup as well at Leicester. Big week for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side.
There's quite a few big weeks, isn't there? Most of them, in fact. That's a lovely ball for Pasalic, but Malinowski wasn't able to gather it in. Since that early moment for Gosens, Atalanta haven't really been able to do anything that would alarm Thibaut Courtois that much.
Yeah, and Real Madrid have offered nothing going forward either, really. Just one little tiny chance for Benzema where the Romero got the block on, but they're quite content. You know, they haven't got to force the game as long as their defensive shape is right. Gosens with that one decent opportunity.
Nearly a nervy moment there. Kroos just lost control of that momentarily. Pasalic has picked this up. Malinowski can help it on, but again Atalanta's work is not quite precise enough, and they're paying the penalty here because that opened the way for this break.
Benzema,
Benzema, can they finish it here? Fantastic block.
Don't really mean
Big
to.
opportunity for Vinicius Junior.
on,
Modric
Madrid!
gonna have a dip from there. Seen that before.
I like this referee as well. He's letting play go, sliding tackles going in, blocks. He's letting the game flow. It was good play, but in transition on the counter attack, Real Madrid dangerous. Lovely little ball. That one there, and this reverse one from Benzema. But once again, was it Jim City who got the block, Ian? I think it was.
Yeah. Did actually, I think, hit his elbow, but that clearly was not a case of even considering a penalty. Very definitely ball to arm from about a foot away. Not an unexpected shape or anything like that. Yeah, check that again. It's hit his arm, Jim City.
Yeah, I'm with you though. It's in a natural position, tucked into his body.
Lovely spin, Malinovsky. Can they get the last ball right? No, they can't, and that's been a feature so far for Atalanta. I think that will annoy Gasparini because they've been in some quite promising positions. Malinovsky again. That done by Toloy. Pasalic. Dispossessed to Rowan. Benzema still emerged with the ball somehow. Don't ask me how.
And he got sniped
Did
there.
really well, didn't he? Kroos. Ferland, Mendy.
You look at Atalanta, Ian, when they counter-attack, I'm not sure how many players they've got who can go past a Real Madrid player in a one-on-one situation.
They've left Duvan Zapata, one of their Colombian strikers, on the bench tonight. The other one, Muriel, is out there. I'm sure Zapata's quite 100% at the moment. That partly might explain that. Another great run. Vinicius Junior down that left-hand side. He's been very prominent in Real Madrid's attacks when they've happened.
Yeah, going back to Atalanta, I'm not sure any players one-on-one situation, but there we see for Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior, direct. I think Romero does well actually. It looks like he was going to dive in. Split second, just pulled out.
Yeah, he did do well. I think he was tempted, wasn't he? Had to be very careful there to make sure there was no trip involved. It's Gosens. He's got 4 caps for Germany, the left wing back. Talking about Atalanta's emergence as a bit of a European force in recent years. They didn't only win at Liverpool this season. I remember a few seasons ago they went to Goodison and won 5-1 in the Europa League. Seem to like Merseyside. Valverde, Uruguayan elegant player. Here's Mendy across to Kroos. We know he can hit them. Lucas Vazquez to play it away. Toloy with the defensive header. Wasn't great control by the Croatian Pasalic. First goal's everything here, you'd think.
Yeah, you know, if Real Madrid get it, it'd be very difficult for Atalanta, but if the away side can get it, it certainly will be game on.
Atalanta knew that coming in. They would have to score here in the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano tonight. The stadium centrepiece of the training centre Real Madrid use. And well, that £500 million renovation is going on at Bernabeu. Modric flicked effortlessly off the outside of the boot by the 2018 winner of the Ballon d'Or, deservedly so as well, that year that Croatia got to the World Cup final, with him largely the inspiration. There were others who played their part, mind you.
Just starting to dominate possession now, Real Madrid, 58%. Quite comfortable in keeping the ball.
Well picked, that pass by Courtois. We were dithering a little bit with it at the back there, maybe tempting trouble, but it was a good pass out by the keeper. It's Romero.
You never feel 100% confident, though, do you, when Courtois got the ball at his feet, if he's getting closed down?
Well, I always marvel at how good modern goalkeepers are and have to be with their feet these days. I think some goalkeepers of old would have had kittens really just thinking about it. Probably some you played with, Robbie.
There were some outfield players as well who had struggled with the ball at their feet. Don't mention me.
I didn't mention you, you did. Oh, that's a dodgy clearance from the keeper. It's let Modric in, and Benzema, and how big a goal will that be? You cannot afford to make mistakes like that when there are strikers like Benzema about. Ruthless from Real Madrid, and punished the mistake by Sportiello clinically.
What were we just talking about at that precise moment? The ball at the goalkeeper's feet. It's great from Modric, clinical from Benzema. The Sportiello, terrible play, no idea what he was doing, but Modric, the awareness there to pick out Benzema. Look, he doesn't even look, he knows that reverse pass to Benzema. Great finish, but it's class from Modric. But Sportiello, what was he doing? The moment we're talking about goalkeepers, he comes up with a huge error, but what a finish from that man there.
He was never going to miss it in his current form. 8 in his last 8 matches, 6 in the last 5, and 10 in his last 12 games in the Champions League. What a horrible error by Marco Sportiello, the goalkeeper, who has only recently regained his place in the team. Muriel can't make any progress, and now it's 2-0 on aggregate to Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, wait, what's it?
A moment or two ago for Atalanta.
It was class from Modric though, wasn't it, Ian? The way he won the ball and then just knew Benzema was there, didn't even look, just that reverse
What's his name?
ball into Benzema.
Mr.
Path, which allowed Benzema to hit it.
Mr. Neymar Jr.
Out of position.
Yeah, he's going to be in Fulham, I assume, so... Any of you got any
First
luck, say,
attempt they've had on target as well, Ian. 35 minutes.
A horror show from Atalanta's point of view, that it really was. In a way, it could have hardly happened in a worse way for them, for it to falter. Modric, whose football brain immediately switched into gear, took it on, looked up, saw Benzema. Here you are, mate, back of the net.
Just the goalkeeper's body shape though, when the ball come back to him, he tried to hit it with the side of his foot. Just put your foot through it, smash it up the park.
Nacho joined in the attack, and here is Benzema again. Kroos looking to measure one. Sergio Ramos had come forward from his defensive position. He's in recent times just reached 100 goals for Real Madrid. Nacho, wasn't it, who he's thumped into there? Inside the box.
Here's the goal. The keeper, I don't know what he's trying to do. Ian, is he trying to find a teammate? But that there from Modric, world class.
You just saw the replay, but I don't think Sportiello will want to look at that again anytime soon. Pasalic on the chase, but Varane is across the cover. Shimsiti. I think we're going to get a yellow card. The first of the night.
Valverde, I think.
Tomorrow we're doing Chelsea. Thursday we're doing
Into the book he goes.
AC Milan. Friday we're taking the day off.
But Real Madrid
We're not doing a stream Friday.
pretty cosy position now.
Saturday. I don't know, I might not do a stream Saturday either. Might do one with my mate. Sunday will be a stream.
CT. Not really happening for Atalanta. What has the coach got up his sleeve, if anything? What great thinking, wasn't it, by Modric? Well, here's a break on again for Real Madrid with Nacho again storming forward from the back. We saw that once or twice in the first game.
Yeah, good advantage from the referee. Allowed play to go on. Nacho bursting forward.
Confirmation of Karim Benzema's goal. And even talk that Cristiano Ronaldo might be coming back to Real Madrid. That would be
Really?
quite a story if he was to hook up again with Benzema and co. Couldn't rule anything out. Very easily cut out. There's been an imprecision about Atalanta's attacking work. Now then, can Malinowski do something about that ball given away high up the pitch, which gives Real Madrid another opportunity to hit on the break, led by Vinicius Junior here. Bit of game management going on here from Real Madrid with half-time approaching.
Yeah, Kroos and Modric just dictating the play for Real Madrid. Quality on the ball. Was this a foul? I think it was from Nacho.
we will get the views of a couple of former Real Madrid players. At half-time, Steve McManaman and Michael Owen are in the studio discussing things with Daryl Curry. That will be in a few moments' time. Kept the attack alive. Malinovsky. It was quite a way wide in the end, but at least there was some menacing intent there.
Yeah, and you've seen how many Atalanta shirts got forward. You know, coming inside on his left foot was miles wide.
He did score a superb goal at Sampdoria this season, Ruslan Malinovsky. Was beaten in the air there, and Lucas Vazquez was getting the wrong side of Jimsiti. Once again, Malinovsky's been as good as anybody. Muriel, the goalkeeper, had come there and didn't get there, and something might have accrued there if Muriel had been able to just help that on. Difficult. Well, that's the kind of thing really that Atalanta need now, is some kind of error from Real Madrid that just gives them a squeak again from somewhere. Bounce to deal with for Jimsiti.
Penis.
But honestly, Robbie, Real Madrid are sitting pretty here now, aren't they?
Yeah, very, very comfortable. You know, Atalanta failed to score in 2 of their last 5 games. They only failed to score 2 in their previous 20.
Lucas Vazquez thought he was fouled on that excellent run. This is Pessina leading the charge, trying to find Muriel. They just can't get him into the game. Sergio Ramos closed the door on him there.
Their top scorer, 19 goals this season. It's good play, but good defending, wasn't it, Ian, from Ramos? Seen the danger.
Only one real alarm in this game so far for Real Madrid. Early on, that chance for Robin Gosens, which he probably should have done better with. The most at risk they've looked, frankly, is when they've been dithering about with the ball in their own penalty area once or twice. I think Gasparini's going to need a half-time rethink. That's a lovely ball towards Muriel, but the referee blew his whistle there at a very inopportune time for Atalanta.
Very slick, isn't it? The way they just move this ball beautifully.
It's slick, Martin, but it's so economical as well, isn't it?
It is, and the ball moves beautifully. The players sweep across the pitch. A multitude of positions. Look at right back now, De Bruyne. Look, what a ball that is.
Nice touch there off Walker. Well, there's half-time. No need to add any time on. The first is completely dominated by Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne with the first goal, a brilliant shot into the top corner. And Ilkay Gundogan adding to his growing tally in the blue of Manchester City this season. There were a couple of moments where Edison needed to make a save, but Manchester City in cruise control, 2 up at half-time, and they lead 4-0 on aggregate.
This programme is brought to you by Gazprom, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
The last 32 had it all.
I'm just waiting for the heart rate to come down.
Hey, where'd you learn that, Delhi? Come on, boys. It's time to secure that spot in the quarters. The UEFA Europa League, live on BT Sport.
Sometimes pain is worth it, and sometimes it's not. Colgate Sensitive Instant Relief gives you
if I end early and I'm dead,
instant relief for up to 8 weeks. Start blocking sensitivity pain.
I'm gonna mute this.
Best deal I can offer.
We're gonna go.
That would be amazing. And you get really good training and just enjoy it.
Anyway, that was a random flashback. But in terms of City, yeah, I had a good dream last night. I'm starting to get good dreams again. Limbs. City. Kevin De Bruyne, I mean, his goal. I never saw it live, but I heard you scream. Wonderful. Well, it wasn't. You didn't even scream that loud for the goal that it was. You should have screamed louder. Kevin De Bruyne is just running the show.
He's magnificent, Theo. He's done a lot of work. He's got that goal. 46 touches. He's running the game.
He's a creator and a goal scorer.
Absolutely. By the way, MK Dons are 2-1 up if you're from Milton Keynes. He's pinged in 4 crosses. None of them have found the target, but that's not really
That's
his
not
fault.
his fault. He's been a proper captain. Proper captain.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva been putting in the work. How Phil Foden hasn't got a 7, I don't know. He got an assist.
Well, for that
he's had a key
assist alone,
pass.
That assist was just spectacular.
Probably missed a big chance that weighed it down. It was that volley, that toe poke volley.
Yeah.
Probably should have put that
thought
away.
He should possibly have done more with that.
Yeah.
The
defence
scoring.
haven't been given 7s, but it won't be long until they're in the 7s because they've kept clean sheets so far.
Cancelo, as
unreal.
loves to get forward. Very, very heavily involved in the game.
Cancelo's been great.
69 touches. Can you believe that? 69.
Why have you pointed that out? Just because it's
69? Because it's a lot of touches there. What are you thinking? Explain what you're thinking. Tell the class.
I think we should move on. Good ranking for João Cancelo, 7.1. Riyad Mahrez has been given a 7.1 with an assist. He hasn't missed a big chance like Foden. Probably why he's in the 7s. But Foden.
This should be a shove here on the button from.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, the word I'd say.
2 key passes as well.
They're doing all they need to win this game. It's pretty much over. A very good assist.
Done and dusted.
Yeah.
Done and dusted. Anyway, listen. The last leg it ended 2-0. This leg is 2-0 up. Half time. What do you reckon? Full time 4-0. What do you think, Dad?
Well, they might take their foot off the gas a little bit. So I'm sticking with my 3-0 thing.
Okay, I'm going to go 4-0. And if you guys are still entering the giveaway, £80 to be won, comment down below your full-time score to win, like and subscribe. Loads of low ratings in terms of, Gladbach.
I'll put some music on.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Hennis here. This is one of the odds not to drop. Kind of where people can follow my surgeon viewers or something really interesting. Which again, we'll have a link to it. You have everything with us here on the commands tab here on the left-hand side, and then underneath custom command.
But gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
I'm gonna watch Green Street.
You know what you want to tell us? Listen, Tom, please, this is how it's got to go down.
So you were the major?
I was the major. That was a long time ago, then, mate.
How'd you get out of it?
I was a crazy bastard back then. All I fucking cared about was my reputation. 10 years ago, we were the main man, Junior. Always bang. He used to bring his 12-year-old boy to the grounds, Tommy Junior. Always banging on how he brought this kid up, you know, it's a bit like a little pit bull. But we lost that match. 3-0. And those Millwall cunts, they were laughing at us.
At you.
And I just fucking snapped. I mean, I couldn't let it lie, you know? So I assembled all our troops and we hunted them down. I saw that little lad go down. I'll get crushed under the boots of the GSC. Beyond. So we'll have a match after that. And I left the major. If I ever fucking does that, well, just think of that. About Millwall, yeah? 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. That Terry here was my right-hand man back in the glory days. It was a long time ago, then, mate.
How'd you get out of it?
I was a crazy bastard back then. All I fucking cared about was my reputation.
Well, I'll be fucked. It ain't my old mate Bother. How you doing, son? All right? I'll say one thing for you. You've got some fucking front showing your face over this side of the water.
You know, there's plenty of people around here love to kick your fucking arse given half the chance, huh? There's 4 of them stood over there.
Fucking right, son.
So tell me, Bob, what's all this I'm hearing about your firm gone all fucking international? Eh? Don't you even fucking think about ignoring me, you...
Bat away heartburn and indigestion with our dual layer tablet. It's fast acting and longer lasting than antacid.
It sounds... Alright, he calls the shots.
Fuck the lot of ya!
Tommy! This is it. We're finally gonna get back at those fucking hammer cunts, eh? Go on, boys.
Oh.
Listen to me. I like you, but you haven't... There as I told you, mate. What's he doing here? Marky, sit down, son, sweet. That's it. Do as I told you, mate. Fuck off. You know we're going to have to stop meeting like this, don't you, son? People are going to start to talk. So what you doing up so late anyway on a fucking school night? Shouldn't you be at home with the rest of your pals all shitting at the thought of us turning you over? What, you had a lover's tiff? What do you want, bro? Fucking Yanks and undercover journal. He's out of boozer now. You've got to give him the chop. He's got a meeting out of the palm of his hand. What makes you think that I want to sort it out for you? Eh? The major's there too. Stevie Dillons.
Stop, mate! It was not...
Sweet, innit? Come on.
experience that this isn't done and dusted just yet. Unexpected things can happen. Seen it enough times. But Atalanta do have to be better, that's for sure. So they've got both their Colombian strikers out there now. Duvan Zapata with 13 goals this season and Luis Muriel with 19. Can they get the service to them? Here's Zapata getting involved straight away, trying to find his mate in front.
They are playing with the wind in the second half, aren't they, Ian? Atalanta, so maybe from set pieces there'll be opportunities. They do like to defend in an aggressive nature and attack the ball in forward areas in aggressive nature, but haven't had many opportunities at all.
Here's Maitla. Really good play, very strong play from Nacho. How confident was that from him? Real did reach the semi-finals at least for 8 seasons running until their shock exits in the last couple of years. Cross is going to be harmless as well from Real's point of view.
Good play from Nacho. It's hard to believe that Atalanta are joint top scorers as well in Serie A this season with Inter. Ian?
Yeah, they've scored 20 odd more goals than Real Madrid actually have this season, but in the context of this you'd not have guessed it, not really, not on tonight's evidence. Could change, of course. Here's Toloi under a bit of pressure, who was caught as well there by Vinicius Junior. There will be a free kick for that. Come that from here. Recovering from that shaky start they made in the Champions League this season. There's Gasparini, a man who's really got some serious thinking to do. Well, you better hope he's already done it, really. Half time is his chance to maybe just change the mood music a little. Lucas Vazquez. Modric spread across to Benzema. When he scores, he can join in the play pretty well as well. Nacho. Start talking about Modric's next deal. Surely offer him something, you'd think, wouldn't you? Same with Sergio Ramos as well. But the years are catching up with them bit by bit. Ramos is 34 and Modric 35 now. Luka Modric playing his 90th Champions League game tonight, by the way, in that midfield.
Ronaldo at the weekend, 36, another hat-trick, wasn't it?
The shape he's kept himself in. Zapata. Muriel's pulled more up to the left-hand side. Here he is. Zapata. That was a bit more clever from Atalanta, a bit more like it. Goes into broken goal side of him.
Yeah, Zapata knew he was there. Of course, sausage with the run. He had that big opportunity in the first half. Zapata. It was the right ball, just couldn't deliver it.
One of the few times they've failed to score on the road this season was recently away to the leaders Inter. Very hopeful now of getting the Scudetto, which Juventus have dominated in Italy in all recent years. It was a 1-0 defeat Atalanta had there. Took a defender to get the goal as well, Skriniar. Over through that time for Valverde. Has got a yellow card, just to remind you, from the first half. Should that become relevant in any way? He hopes not. Varane. Good ball here for Muriel. Pacina was arriving. They're looking for those runners from midfield to augment the attacks. That's a noticeable change from most of what we saw in the first half. Vinicius Junior, he's got Benzema up there with him. Is he going to go alone or can he feed him? He might go alone. Oh, it would have been a fantastic solo goal from Vinicius Junior. He just could not apply the final touch.
Brilliant pass, brilliant run. 4 Atalanta shirts around him, done all the hard work, just got to put it past Sportiello on target, puts it wide, but brilliant play from the Real Madrid player.
That really would have been one for the show reel. Deserved a goal, didn't it? A dancing slalom run from Vinicius Junior. It's worth another look.
That's fantastic play. He won the ball, didn't he? Deep in his own half, continues his run, and then just watch this for skill. Brilliant. Look how many players he goes past and outside of his foot. Ramos.
I think Benzema's reaction was something similar. That might have been because he was wondering whether Vinicius Junior might have just knocked it sideways to him, possibly. As Benzema again, scorer of the goal, which came with pretty ribbons around it from Atalanta.
That was a bit like Reguilon's reaction to Lamella's goal at the weekend.
Some goal, wasn't it? Not his first for a boner either. Stays at 1 on the night. 2 overall, of course. Atalanta in search of a couple of goals. Be a free kick around the edge, not given though, and then Mendy looking to get on the score sheet again with his right foot from around the same position from which he scored in the first leg. Done by Malinowski to Zapata. Might give the attack a little more focus.
There was Toloi with a foul. I thought that was a foul.
It looked it, didn't it?
Yeah, Toloi.
It's interesting though, always this time of year as we boil up towards the sharp end, the business end of the Champions League, Europa League seasons. Looks like Gosens has got a bit of a problem, groin injury. I noticed in the warm-up this evening we were getting pictures of him just grimacing a couple of times. So I think he's been playing through the pain a little bit. Took a shot there of the defender, José Luis Palomino, who might have to come on.
This is the chance, isn't it? Great footwork, dynamic, direct, and then just a little flick with the outside of the foot past the far post, goalkeeper beaten.
Anguish. He knows there would have been about 10,000 replays of that had it gone in the net. As it is, I think we'll only get about 4,000. Great to watch though, lovely cameo. He has only scored 4 goals this season and will want that to be increased. Gosens can't continue, and on comes Josip Ilicic, who's getting close to the veteran stage, often used now from the bench. The man who has a bit of history to his name, scoring 4 goals away from home against Valencia last season. The first time that's ever happened in an away leg of a knockout tie in the Champions League. That is one man scoring 4. Brainy player, crafty player, Slovenian Ilicic. But it might take a bit more than that, I think, for Atalanta.
They've been so disappointing, haven't they? In both games, yes. As we said in the first half, played the majority of that first leg with 10 men, but haven't offered anything going forward. At least have a goal.
I think a lot of their passing in the build-up has been quite inaccurate, which hasn't helped the cause as they've tried to develop attacks. Malinovsky to help it forward this time, and there's really a case in point. The ball is given away again to Vinicius Junior. He's off on another of these runs, and that'll be a penalty. Is that inside? It looked it. Yeah, I thought it was, and the referee points to the spot. And once again, they are the architects of their own downfall. There's no red card for denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. That must have been a close-run thing, Robbie.
Just see now, Vinicius Junior wins the ball, and then look at this. The little step over, is it? It's outside, I think. Oh, I think it might be inside Ian. I think you're right. I think it is a penalty. Toloy's pointing to the outside. Did he clip him with his left foot first, then his right? Just watch this now. What's his left foot? There. And then he catches him with his right.
Well, you could argue the offence carried on into the penalty area, even if the left foot made the first contact. It will be checked, of course. They are just checking whether it was inside or outside. Remember, the line counts as inside the area. Sergio Ramos to take it and surely put the whole tie to bed if he plants it in the back of the net. Chance for the goalkeeper to redeem himself after his earlier error. Sportiello got something on it, but it was well struck well enough by Sergio Ramos, and Real Madrid in the box seat in a massive way now, and surely on their way to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you can hear the goalkeeper getting his hand to it. Sportiello put too much pace on it. Ramos.
What a goal.
Just see there. Toloy, right foot catching Vinicius Junior inside the box. Wonderful.
Now I'm giving us only a penalty.
Then Ramos, goalkeeper gets a hand to it, but too much power on it.
I was trying to check you there, boys.
Real Madrid will progress into the quarterfinals.
101 goals now for him in his 670th Real Madrid game. Goalkeeper nearly managed to make a great save. He just got a bit on that. Toloy is going to come up after that. He was a little bit lucky. I think they did apply the double jeopardy rule, I think, on that. And it was only yellow, but I'm not quite sure that was an honest attempt to play the ball. I think he just took him out. So you can argue that. Wasn't like a mistimed challenge, was it, Robbie?
No, it wasn't. You can see that his left foot, and then as Vinicius Junior goes past him, he just clearly kicks out with his right inside the box. It's a fair argument, Ian.
It may be an academic one, I think. Well, neither of them played in the first leg. Karim Benzema, Sergio Ramos, both on the score sheet here. His night is over. Very sensibly, Gasparini made the substitution right after that because he knew that player would be, well, on very, very thin ice with the referee after that. Is Ilicic trying to get involved? Anything they can work for his left foot would be to their benefit. Well, I wonder whether Real Madrid might really go to town here now.
Yeah, Vinicius Junior's been the one player on the pitch, Ian, in one-on-one situations, look to attack his defender. He said in that first half, Atalanta, you wonder who's going to do that for them. Haven't seen it at all. I think Vinicius Junior, that run just before he got the penalty, good performance from him tonight for Real Madrid.
It's Malinovsky. Zapata waiting in the middle. It's Pessina who volleyed it in his direction. Real Madrid's defending tight enough. Can they engineer something this time? Pessina with the little layoff. Here he is again with the cross shot. Zapata, I think he was offside anyway had he stuck out a leg.
Still only one shot on target for Atalanta, and that was early as that first or second minute. But Toloy's body shape, you know, he's very square to Vinicius Junior. Poor defending as Ramos, fantastic defender, goes off after getting Real Madrid's second and his 101st, as you say, Ian, for
Eder Militao, another player who's had injury problems. On he comes. In fact, this is only the 7th time he's come out to play for Real Madrid this season to replace Sergio Ramos. They're just wrapping him in cotton wool, nursing him back after his knee operation. No need for him to play any longer with, to be honest with you, things pretty much done and dusted. But one of the most famous football clubs in the world, arguably the most famous. Valverde making a run here to cut that back. Mendy with the little layoff. Once again, Malinovsky is Duvan Zapata. Push towards Muriel. Easy pickings really for the Real defence. To pick it up again, but that's been a little bit symptomatic of most of Atalanta's work tonight. It's been well, on the scruffy side really. They've given the ball away so often, haven't they?
yeah, they have. Very poor in Real Madrid's final third. So Vinicius Junior has been very good tonight. There's the penalty. Sportiello with a hand to it, too much power on it.
Not only gets goals, he gets big goals as well. Those ones in the Champions League finals. Wonder how long they take working out on those routines on the training ground. Varane got it away. times he's looked like a real Rolls-Royce defender in his career, Rafael Varane. He did have that bad night, didn't he, against Manchester City last year. Nacho nicks it behind for the corner. Real Madrid want the clean sheet too, of course.
I think Nacho's done well for Real Madrid tonight, Ian, as well. Good defending, but some of the times he's driven forward.
Ruslan Malinovsky, and that's not much more than catching practice really for Courtois. Wonder whether we might get a chance to see Asensio not in the starting lineup tonight. Maybe Isco, who of course has been largely out of favour, though used more often a little bit lately. Needs must, almost, with the long injury list. Seen into flag wide is Muriel and Malinovsky again. That's a lovely ball through as Zapata. That was their best work of the night from Atalanta. It took the goalkeeper's legs, I think, in the end to stop that, but that was a peach of a pass and Zapata was in.
I think they're appealing for handball here, Ian. So Zapata's onside. We'll see the strike. Now watch this as it comes back. There. I don't think it is.
Beautiful ball, wasn't it? That Malinovsky, Zapata. Now, is there a handball as this rebounds out now by, I think it's Varane, isn't it?
No.
Being checked.
Comes off his hip, I think.
Check over. No penalty. Benzema. Lucas Vázquez to play it in. Benzema, point blank range header, then against the post on the rebound. Strange the way that stayed out, really. Good save by the goalkeeper, and you'd have backed Benzema maybe to plant it in, but he was quick thinking.
We've seen a goal from Chiesa in the Champions League last week, ball from the right-hand side, similar position. Good play from Benzema, puts it out wide, continues his run. A wonderful cross, isn't it? Good save, but the reaction there from Benzema, alert, just can't quite get on target. The second header, good save, wonderful cross. I think he should score that, Benzema, on the first opportunity. Anywhere down to the keeper's side, it'll be a goal.
Vinicius Junior, who nearly produced a wonder goal tonight, to be replaced here by Rodrigo now. Rodrigo has a good record in the Champions League, 11 games, 5 goals, not bad, is it? Got a hat-trick against Galatasaray last season when he was just 18. Here's Ilicic. Now Zapata, who's giving them a little more presence up top. Valverde's ball dropped in behind, hoping Lucas Vázquez can make something of it. He can too. Kroos was hoping that might run on to Benzema. And the decision, I think it's going to go Atalanta's way.
A good defender from their own. Not enough pace on the ball for Toni Kroos to leave it go.
Romero to spread it wide. Jimciti to Muriel. That'll surely be a free kick as well. That was Valverde, who is in the book. I think that was the high hurdle that you need for a second defence, or you're supposed to need anyway with the referees. Nobody's making anything of it, quite rightly too. That's a poor free kick, really.
As was the last corner, straight into the arms of Courtois.
Lucas Vasquez. Laid in towards Benzema here, taking the near post, and they've managed to escape the drama that time.
There's the header, just can't quite twist those neck muscles to get it on target. Good reaction though from Benzema. I think he should have scored the first header.
Tony Kroos away down the left-hand side.
Been disappointed with Atalanta, Ian, have you? You know, we know they score so many goals, how expressive they can be when they attack, how aggressive they can be as well, and they do score lots of goals, as we've said, but I have been disappointed. Have you?
Yeah. I think they've had an off night, haven't they? To put it mildly, really, when they needed to be right at the top of their game if they had any hope at all of pulling the tie around. Still in it when it was 0-0 on the night, but that's horrible error by Sportiello caused all the difficulties. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Chelsea in action against Atletico Madrid from 7 o'clock on 2 HD, and Ultimate Chelsea 1 up from the first leg. Bayern Munich against Lazio as well tomorrow on 3 HD, and all the Europa League on Thursday night. All the matches you would like to see, including that one between Milan and Manchester United, which is 1-1. That's all starting at 5:30 Thursday night. Ilicic was caught late there. There will be a yellow card issued to Nacho for his trouble. Will hope to build on their current 4th position in Serie A. They are on course at the moment to maybe make it to the Champions League again next year. They've got Napoli and Roma just breathing down their necks a little in 5th and 6th places behind them. Still plenty of work to do. Ilicic is down again that time with Nacho on the scene, and the referee saying, well, what's that about? And we're kind of thinking the same thing. Kroos, Benzema, lovely control, velvet touch from him. Lucas Vasquez. Cena.
Look at Modric there, Ian. Great defensive work. That's a good play from Atalanta, coming out from the back. Nacho and Ilicic, not much in that. No. Nacho's looking at the ball.
I think Ilicic knew that Nacho had just got a yellow, didn't he, as well? Into the flick on, Benzema's back up in defender. Mailer from a long way out, good shot that, got hold of it.
It's another poor corner though, wasn't it? Never made the most of those situations. Decent strike straight at Courtois.
Confirmation of where we are in the tie. 2-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate to Real Madrid, who are not going to fall at the round of 16 this time as they have done in the last couple of seasons. in somewhat calamitous circumstances a couple of years ago. Beaten 4-1 by Ajax at home in the second leg. Nice ball, Malinovsky, Zapata! Courtois, excellent save. Denied even that compensation, Atalanta. But again, Malinovsky was at the heart of the better work there. Rodrigo on the ball here now. He wants to go alone this time, and again, it isn't going to happen. They're trying to score goals of the season, Real.
Good save from Courtois, though. I think Zapata, as you say, has been much more of a threat for this Atalanta side. Kroos looks like he'll get a yellow card here.
Yep, that's a certain one, isn't it? He'll know it.
But the way Courtois spread himself, I think it was his right leg that saved it. There's the foul, Toni Kroos. But Malinovsky, I'm with you. I think he's been Atalanta's best player. Just watch the way Courtois spreads there, his right shin, and then the chance at the other end.
Not many people fancy Real Madrid, do they, this season to win the Champions League? Do you see evidence that maybe things are just coming together for them, maybe?
Well, you see, they start at 11 tonight, and they can beat anybody on their day, no question about it. They have reached 4 of the last 7 Champions League finals. Be another quarter-final. And when you've got Benzema and Kroos and Modric in midfield, we've seen Vinicius Junior tonight, Ian, in one-on-one situations, very dangerous. Ramos back.
I don't think Modric was booked there. It must have been a closest run thing, I think. Is Ilicic. Got 1 or 2 better passes. Muriel this time. 1 or 2 things just starting to happen later on in the piece here now for Atalanta as they perhaps just loosen the shackles a little.
Yeah, it's too late though, isn't it? No idea why they didn't try and play it a little earlier.
It's a corner kick, flip.
Yeah, guys. I'm ending early. I gotta get some sleep. Are you enjoying the stream? Catch you later.